Namaste, I'm Dr. Patanjali Sharma, Success Engine Panchakarma Center, Ashokana, Gokana. Along with me, we have Dr. Swami Sharma.
Namaste. Today we are introducing Mr. Sam.
Mr. Sam is from USA. Welcome.
Thank you.
He took Panchakarma in our center. He finished Virechana Chikitsa and Vastu Chikitsa. Yesterday he completed 49 days Kayakalpa Chikitsa. We will ask the experience of Kayakalpa and Panchakarma to share the best thing what he got here.
Yeah, and also along with that, let me tell in brief that what is Kayakalpa for those people who don't know about the Kayakalpa. Kayakalpa is the treatment or the rejuvenation therapy which is done in the complete darkness. So he was staying inside the complete darkness for last 49 days. And in that Kayakalpa Chikitsa, it is also called as the Kuti Praveshika or Trikuti Praveshika Rasayana, and it is mentioned in Charaka Samhita. So basically Ayurveda supports the rejuvenation, and it always says that Chikitsa Sthana, in the treatment aspect or modality also, maintaining the health of the healthy individual is the first aspect in Ayurveda, and then comes the treatment for the ailments. So this Kayakalpa is not just as the treatment, it is mainly rejuvenation for all the organs of our body, and it is done in complete darkness. So yeah, let's listen to the wonderful experience.
Many patients they will ask me, is it possible to stay many days in Kayakalpa without light? How it's possible?
Yeah, and what about the vitamins and all these things? But look at his face now. Look at his face. Does he look like with the deficiency and all? No. After he come out of the Kayakalpa, we are seeing more of the glow. That aura has been cleansed and aura has been increased because of the Kayakalpa. So always there is a thing in people's mind that brightness is good and darkness is bad, or light is the knowledge and darkness is the ignorance. No, not really. Darkness is stable. See, the light is always moving, but the darkness is always stable. It is not moving, and darkness is always complete. It is never incomplete. It is always complete. So darkness can also be rejuvenating, and darkness can also be enlightening. So don't be with the statement that okay, light means knowledge, darkness means ignorance. No, not really.
That's why we came with Sam today to share his experience.
Oh, with what you're sharing there, Doctor, one thing that I learned with these days and weeks and months in darkness is that darkness is very gentle and soft. It's very comfortable. Light is very bright and glaring, and it's always drawing attention, and the mind is thinking about things and seeing things and wondering things. And in the darkness, it's like the mother's womb. It's very peaceful. It's very quiet. It's very soft because I cannot see where I'm going. I'm moving slowly, so I'm moving gently because I'm not seeing things. I'm not thinking, oh, what is this? Oh, what's this do? What's this do? Oh, how's she doing today? I'm not thinking all those things.
Stimulation to all the sense organs. Yeah.
The stimulation is reduced, so it's a very gentle time. So, yeah, first of all, I would like to thank both of you for creating this space, for creating Sasya Sanjivini, which I consider to be the most incredible health establishment that I've ever encountered so far in the world, which is very impressive. And then for creating this Kayakalpa Kuti, because it's a very rare thing in the world and in India even to find a Kayakalpa Kuti. It's very uncommon. It's from the old days. So thank you very much for that and this opportunity. For me, the large reason that I come for Kayakalpa is meditation and the mental, spiritual cleansing and evolution that can occur in a space like that while being combined with being cared for by people like you two, providing me with such customized, really rejuvenating, as the doctor said, treatments. So for me, I'm able to be in the dark 24 hours a day for weeks, meditating, pranayama, just being very relaxed and allowing the mind to slow down, calm down, gain clarity, go deeper and deeper into these subtle states of consciousness, while I also know that I don't have anything to worry about health. I don't need to be concerned, will my minerals and vitamins be deficient or anything like that. These wonderful sages from the past discovered these things, and then people of the modern day are continuing it.
So staying in 1 day, 2 day, 3 days easy. Staying weeks together. What is the experience? How you spend the time there?
For me, different people do different ways. I have several friends who have also stayed in Kayakalpa. And different people do it different ways. Some have a yoga practice, some stay active where they do things that they know, okay, this takes 1 hour, 2 hours, so they do that and then they do it again, so they keep track of the time. For me personally, I'm interested in using this environment. It's a very rare thing. Every day we're looking at the watch or the phone, we're always keeping track of time, we're always thinking about staying in contact with time. And this is a place that's very rare because it's almost timeless. The only way that we know the time is the food is brought at approximately a certain time. Maybe you hear some birds in the evening or the morning, or you hear the japa here, but otherwise, basically the time is running. And that's a beautiful opportunity to really allow the mind to go away from this structure and just come into natural peace. So for me, mostly what I'm doing is meditating. And largely when I'm in Kayakalpa, I've learned, mostly I meditate laying down for 5, 6, 7 hours without movement, just being there. And because it's so relaxed physically and mentally, I can just enter very subtle states of consciousness and be very at peace. So the time goes kind of quickly sometimes. Of course, sometimes it is challenging. The mind has all different sorts of habits, and some of those habits are the habit of depression, or the habit of anger, or the habit of anxiety, or the habit of fear, or the habit of planning, or regret. Lots of regret comes up at times, thinking about the past, and I wish I had done this, I could have done that. But these are just old habits that the mind has learned living in a society that's very unhealthy and doesn't know how to teach us to be healthy, peaceful, loving individuals. So all the movies that we watch, the music that we listen to, the books that we read, they're conditioning us to be anxious and aggressive and greedy and selfish and depressed. And these sorts of environments allow us to come back into the natural state, which is so much of peace and love.
Yeah, nowadays what we are seeing in the society, it is not because of the deficiency. We need to understand, like nowadays we are getting more problems because there are so much of the stimulation, even in terms of the food or even in terms of your sense organs. The stimulations are so much that body is unable to digest it, body is unable to process it, and that's why the problems are becoming more. And I'm sure definitely there are people who are suffering with the deficiencies. I don't have any comment over that, but I'm telling most of the people in the society today are abusing their sense organs. They are not just using, or it is not called excessive usage, that is called as abusing your sense organs with too much of the stimulation. Even at night you cannot sleep in the dark room. Even at night people are using bed lamp or the right light, and there are many people who listen to the song or the speeches or the different audio books, and they are lying down. But by doing all these things, what you are doing, you may feel relaxed for that moment, but in the long run it is actually disturbing your sense organ and it is destroying your own peace. That's why our stimulations to the sense organs have become so much that our sense organs are working in a like crazy manner.
Right.
They are restless. Your sense organs are not at all getting rest at all. I say that, oh, I am sleeping. Whether the light is on or off, but I am sleeping. But I only as a physical organ is resting. When you close your eyes, you can still sense the light here. That means eye as a physical organ is resting, but as a sense organ, it is still working. Even the skin, see, I say that okay, skin is now not working. No, definitely it is sensing to these light organs, light rays. It is stimulation is received and the reaction has been done.
Yes.
So the largest organ of our body itself is skin, and that itself is not relaxed. All our sense organs are not getting relaxed. Then how can you expect a person to be calm, composed, and having patience all the time?
Many they will
It's
sleep
not
with
possible.
turning on the light only.
Right.
They won't get asleep with there's no light.
After the first Kayakalpa that I experienced, I began really appreciating the darkness. And so now, I mean, I love the sunlight, the natural light, but as soon as the sun starts going down, I'm very aware of the naturalness of darkness and not needing lights on outside. It's very, and I will see now people are walking everywhere and they're always using the torch on the phone, and it's like, you know, the bright moon is there, there's nothing to be afraid of. But we are so used to this using things that just because something exists doesn't mean that it's beneficial to use it, or to use it. There's appropriate time to use it and to not use it. Obviously, electrical light is a blessing in many ways, but to know our bodies and know ourselves. For me, previously I was a helicopter pilot in the United States Marine Corps for 10 years. So I experienced lots of sensory stimulation, you know, lots of excitement and energy. And then I have been around the world in Burning Man and very big festivals and big parties, and I'm very familiar with, you know, weeks-long music and all of these things, lots of stimulation. And now I have the experience of weeks and months in spaces like this, and I'm very aware now, obviously in those highly active environments, but even in the normal day-to-day environment, how exhausting it is when we're taking in so much stimulation all the time, continually talking to people, needing to think about what was happening, needing to listen to things, needing to do things all the time. It's very exhausting, and so I'm very grateful to be able to take time like this in big periods like this one, and then also in the day and in the week, I have more and more time to myself and just more and more time in peace and tranquility to rest the body and to rest the mind, like you said.
Because taking Kayakalpa is not easy. For they should prepare mentally and physically. They should be ready. Yes, I can do Kayakalpa. That's very important.
Yeah, even eligibility criteria becomes very much important, because I listen to my gurus telling that initially what happens, everybody feels like, oh, that's nice, I want to try, but not possible with everyone. You need to be physically and emotionally, spiritually ready for that process, because it's a deepest commitment. It is not like, oh, simply I go there and I come back. No, it is not so easy. It feels easy when you listen to something, oh, I was there inside and food was provided, I was just sitting, lying down, sleeping, and that's it, like doing nothing. It's no, but nowadays we are so much addicted to do the things.
Yes.
So that doing nothing becomes the greatest challenge.
Yes.
And my guru was telling, like, initially when you go inside, for the initial 1 or 2 days, like, you feel very sleepy because of
Yes.
that darkness. There are like tendency that most of the time you spend sleeping.
Yes.
You go to a deep sleep. You don't even realize that you are sleeping. You go to the deepest sleeps and you feel good. And next, there are like 3 to 7 days where there is a lot of physical desires. All sorts of the physical desires will be more, like I want to eat something, drink something, or the physical desires will be more for like
Yes.
3 to 7 days. Like your body will be craving
Yes.
for those stimulations which you were giving before, and now it is not getting those stimulations. So all the physical craving will be more. And then comes the challenging part, like from the 8th day to until almost 20-25 day, there is the time where you are emotionally bursting out. There are moments when the people are maybe, there are many people, they'll be talking, shouting, singing, dancing, crying. I have seen like multiple reactions in these, like 8th day to 25th or 30th day. There are people like who are always silent outside. Inside they will be shouting, screaming, or sometimes the people who are like too much talkative outside and always smiling. I have seen the people crying continuously, like 24/7. They are just crying, crying, crying.
Wonderful.
It is just like pouring out the emotions which you have suppressed for all this time. What happens in the outer world, like you are you want to express something, but because of the society or because of your own limitations, you hold on to yourself like, no, 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 I should not cry now, I should not laugh now, I should not comment now, I should not scream now. So there are so much of the limitations by our own mind or by the society. But when you are inside, you cannot even look at yourself. Even if you try to look at your hand, it is not visible. So that gives you that comfort zone that there is no one to judge. Not even your own self cannot judge you. So you are just pouring out whatever the emotions that they're suppressed for years together or maybe lives together. It is not just from this life. We Ayurveda people, we do believe in the reincarnation, and we also believe that there are so much of the karma attached from the previous birth. So there will be pouring out of all those attached karmas which is there with you. It will just pour out either in terms of smile or laugh or shouting, screaming or crying. In any of the terms, that's okay. It need to go out. Most of the time we are just feeling it inside. You are taking all the stimulations and emotions, feeling it inside. But that is the time inside the Kayakalpa where you just flow it away. Let it go. Let it go out of your body and it just flows. And after that period, you feel to start to go to the state of the meditation. Otherwise, in the outer world, whatever we are calling as the meditation, nowadays meditation has become like a fashionable word. Everybody, you meet 10 people and 9 out of 10 people will say that I'm into meditation, I am into spirituality. So those things have become like a very casual and common things, but not really. What in this world we are telling in the name of the meditation, that is not actually meditation. That is the practice of the silence. In the busiest day, at least you are making some time and sitting one place and trying to focus or trying to meditate. That is the time is called as silence, mauna. That is not dhyana. Dhyana and Mauna are the two different entities. And when you go inside the Kayakalpa, and after all this, the physical desires and the emotional outburst, and then there comes the state of a sort of stable and calm, or it is like a doing nothing kind of the thing. There is nothing to pour out. Almost it is been emptied, all those things, just like the way you told about the old music, whatever you have heard, whatever you have experienced in your life, everything is just poured out. Then you have nothing else, any new things is not there to pour out. And that is the right time, and that is the time where actually go into the meditation. Because in the yoga also, dhyana comes at the end part. Not in the initial stage. Yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, and then comes the dhyana. Nowadays what we are practicing is that is mauna, that is not dhyana. But in the Kayakalpa, effortlessly you will go to the state of the dhyana. Here in the outside world we have to put a lot of effort.
At the beginning of Kayakalpa you will remove everything. Angriness, anxiety, everything will go off. As long as you stay for Kayakalpa for longer duration, you are getting more results. That's why they told for 9 months.
Yeah, 9 months, 6 months. There are like longest in the example of the 6 month and all, in the outermost layer 1 month. Because in that 1 month it is just related to all the physical desires. And the second month in the second layer, that's almost all the emotional burst out. Third and fourth month you are in the innermost layer, that is for the effortless state of the meditation. And again, fifth month you are in the second layer, 6th month you are in the outer layer. So it changes from person to person. 6 month or 9 month, just like the way we stay inside the womb, it varies. But all these experiences are giving you the new birth. It is like the new perception, new way of the life that modality changes. The dimension with what we are having, looking into the life, for everything we think that, oh, without me it is not possible. I need to take care of this. I need to take care of this. But when you just stay inside Kayakalpa for 6 months, you understand everything is still sin.
It's very interesting, actually. Yes, they say that because, like I said, I can tell time to some degree in there, but still, it's very. Almost everything is the same. The food is the same. The room is the same. What I'm doing is the same. The interaction is hi. Here's the food. Okay, thank you. That's it. So there's very few external inputs, and so it almost like the days are different, some with emotion and things, but it's like one long period of one kind of same thing. And then you think about or come out and you realize like I was in there for 7 weeks. 7 weeks. It's like, what did you do? You had like some fight with your husband or wife, you had like some happiness, you had all these different meals, you had some party, you had some money happen, some problem, like so many things happen in 7 weeks. I mean, it's a long time. And for me, it's kind of like, it's been several weeks, okay. But it's beautiful because like you said, to recognize that, because that is the deeper wisdom, is that life is always continuing.
Yeah.
It doesn't rely on us to carry all of these things and hold all of this stuff. We don't actually have all of this weight. We're not going to save the world, and we're also not like if the world goes down, it's not our fault. Like we just need to, in my opinion, we need to prioritize ourselves, and then the external world is a creation of how we live. And so if I prioritize my mental and physical and spiritual health, then the outer world that I'm in will be more mentally, physically, and spiritually healthy. And that is why I continue to do these sorts of things now. It's gone, like I said, very different from where life was very focused on money and business and these sorts of external stimulations, activities in the military and things. And over these years now, first, I began doing some darkroom on my own. I just became interested in it. In the West, and probably here in India as well, they have what they call flotation tanks or sensory deprivation tanks, which is a building. It's a business, and they have small rooms that are filled with water, maybe like this thick, this deep, with salt in it. And it's a dark room. It is quiet. So you lay in it and you float, and it's naturally buoyant, and you're in the darkness for 60, 90 minutes, something like this. And so I first discovered that, and I was interested. And then I did some 5 and 7 days where I just go in the room and cover the room with all the blankets and the windows and make it dark. And then just by chance, I learned of Kayakalpa, and subsequently I've been able to have these much longer ones. And it's very similar. I've had 3 now that are in months long. And like you said, yeah, the first days, there's thoughts about sex, the thoughts about food, the thoughts about some arguments or some whatevers. And then like you say, yeah, later, then there's like some strong emotions and bitterness and sadness or hope or whatever like this. And then, yeah, after 1 month, 40 days, and it really starts getting deep. So I'm curious, I calculated now, I have been in darkness now, total for over 9 months. I have done 9 months, but not at one time. Now we will see at some point, 9 months at one time. It's pretty amazing. That being said, it has many benefits. It's also not like I'm not enlightened. I have had 9 months in darkness, lots of meditation, and I come out and, maybe I will have some argument with my father at some point, or I feel some stress about money, or I am much more peaceful than I was before. I'm much more relaxed about money. Since the beginning to now, money is so much more relaxed, and being more gracious and accepting with people, with myself also. But still, it's not like, because it's so different. We think like, okay, if I'm in the darkroom and meditating for 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 months, I must become enlightened.
Yeah.
For some people maybe, but not for me.
Yeah, there comes the role of the guru.
Right.
There comes
Right.
the role of the guru, because going to some place or going to one path is the different thing, and going to certain path with the GPS is the different thing, where you exactly know like this is
Yeah.
the shortest route or this is the safest route to reach that destination. We need that GPS.
Yes.
In the same way, in the life, for this destination of the moksha or the liberation or the enlightenment, we need to have the guru. And guru plays very much important role in guiding us and teaching us and taking to the path in the right way. What happens when you find a proper guru? Then even these days what we are spending inside, that becomes more of the like more nearer to the enlightenment, because he exactly knows the route.
Right.
He guides us, and
Yeah.
once you find the guru and surrender to your guru completely, what happens? Everything what you're doing, like the work what he is doing, he may be using his hands, but what that hands has to be used for, that will be decided by the guru. And he may be giving the speech, but what he has to deliver in the speech is not written and by hearted, and that will be delivered through the guidance of the guru, and he will be walking in the path, but which side, which direction he has to walk, that will be decided by the guru. There comes the importance of the guru in the journey of this life and in the journey of this enlightenment. Even if we see the our great grandfather who got enlightenment at the age of 25, Brahmarshi Daivarata, who is still there with us, not in the physical form, but his energy level, he is still there. He got the enlightenment at the age of 25. Why? Not because he was great. It is because he got the grace of the Guru. He did the Guru Seva. He surrendered to Guru completely. Even at the starting from the age of 8. Starting from the age of 8, he is totally surrendered to the Guru. And that resulted in enlightenment at the age of 25. And the beautiful thing about him is, like when he got enlightenment, his guru was sitting next to you. His own guru, Karyakanta Ganapati Muniji, he was sitting next to him and he was writing it down, whatever the mantras he was chanting, he was writing it down. Yeah.
Guru is right.
And then his guru, Daivarataji's guru, went to his guru, Ramana Maharshi ji, and he asked, where I was lacking, that my shishya, my disciple is getting enlightenment, but I have not yet got this enlightenment. Where I went wrong, or where this. And then Ramana Maharshi ji told that there is the answer in your own question. Then he again thought, okay, where I went wrong, why I did not get that. So he understood, okay, there is still that I. There is still that I that has to be removed for my enlightenment. After that, again he went back to the meditation. He did very strong meditations, and then even he got the enlightenment after that. But the relationship with the Guru and the Shishya and the path in this journey, their Guru role is wonderful, and Guru must be there for that enlightenment. Without living Guru, that becomes very much difficult to reach that proper road. We are just roaming around.
Yes.
We are in that path, but roaming around.
I'm definitely open and waiting to find that guru. So if you know, please connect me, because I'm, like I said, my life is much more positive than it was before, but it's very clear. I'm in the dark, just kind of bumping into the wall, like trying to figure, is it this way? Is it this way?
Yeah, but here the answer is also just like the way you told about the dark room. You were constructing it in the home, or you are trying to do the darkness inside wherever you were, like you are covering it with a blanket. So by unknowingly you are manifesting that. Like, I want to find something through this darkness. I want to find something through this darkness. So that manifestation took you until that Kayakalpa.
Right.
Then you accidentally met with these people who are practicing Kayakalpa, and you got to know about all these things because you manifested it.
Right.
Similarly, now if you start to manifest that I need to find my Guru, I need to find my Guru, and universe will straight away take you in front of that Guru, and you will see that it feels so easy. Because before that, like, you are struggling hard, and you are not getting how to go, where to search and where to find. But once you start to manifest it, from within. You need to manifest it every day that I need to find you, I need to find you, come in front of me. And one fine day, suddenly, without any much effort, you see yourself sitting next to or standing next to your guru. That's how the beauty of this universe. Like whatever, for example, if you sit in front of a person and whether he may be cheating me or whether he is the person who is, who want to do something bad to me, and unknowingly you are manifesting these things, and that person mind will shift to cheat you or to do something bad to you. And if you are sitting and he's a wonderful person, he's going to bless me, he's going to wish me all the very good things from this universe, he's like a wonderful person. Just you sit and manifest, you don't need to talk to him, you manifest those things, and suddenly the things will change around, and even that person had come to cheat you, he will just bless you and he will go back. But for all this power, you need to have a lot of preparation from your end. It is not like, oh, doctor told something like this, let me try, and people watching this video maybe go and sitting in front of someone and trying this. No, not like that. Even to manifest this thing and connect to this universe, you need to connect yourself to the nature. The more you connect to the nature, like the 5 days before, the same thing happened, or 1 week before, there was a huge cloud, the black cloud, but it was happening like that from 3-4 days, and it was not raining. And we were going for the morning walk around 6 o'clock, and it was still dusky. And one of our patients told, like, it should have rain today, and it's not raining. And by that time, he just finished his shower, he finished his japa, and he was just walking down for a Nadi morning 6 o'clock. He was coming down for Nadi Pariksha. And we were there, and a few patients told that, doctor, every day it is becoming cloudy and it is not raining, it is so hot. We wish it. Then he said, look at that cloud, it will rain today. He simply told, and he went. And we went for the walk. We did not took it seriously because it is like every day it was happening like that, and it was not raining. We went for a walk, and believe me, that day the rain was like, it was so strong rain with all the lightning, thunderstorms, and heavy rain. We went to like almost 300 meters away by walking, and while coming back, it was so scary, and it was intense rain on that particular day.
I heard it.
Yeah. And that day, we did not realize it, and the patients and the guests here, they were telling, "Ma'am, doctor has something. He told that." Now it will rain, and within 5 minutes it started raining. See, all these things, I'm not saying that he has got some superpower, and no, he is also just like the human being, just like all of us. But when you connect to the nature, when you surrender to this universe unconditionally, then universe will listen to you. Universe will start to manifest the things what you want to manifest. For that, you need to have that feeling of surrendering, complete surrendering. There should be no condition. Oh, I will do this if you give it to me. I will do that if you give it to me. No, there is no give and take policy with the universe. It is just like you give yourself completely, you totally surrender yourself to the universe, and that universe will manifest everything whatever you want to manifest. That's how the beauty of this universe and us. So now you start manifesting that I want to have the Guru, and definitely you will be in front of the Guru in no time.
See, he told that I want to go for Kayakalpa. We prepared his body. We did Shodhana Kriya, Virechana, Basti, everything. We prepared his body. And he is ready mentally also. Yes, he told I want to stay for 50 days. So 49 days he stayed there. It was 49 days. Like all the stuff they are telling, so he is staying for 49 days. Yes, I told 49 days. And we finished so quickly that we thought, no, 14 days are over. Our staff said, sir, finished Kayakalpa. I thought, 14 days are over. So tomorrow aside, we are not telling.
On the first day, it was like, oh my God, 49 days.
Till April end. We started the bath till April end. No? Oh,
Yeah, it's amazing.
finished very quickly.
Yeah. Inside, sometimes it feels like it will never end, never end. And I'm like, I will always be remembering this. And then, next thing you know, it's 9 months later, and it's like, remember back then when it seemed like it would never end? It was so long ago. It's like, yeah, this is very interesting.
Yesterday, Sam came back from Kayakalpa. One again he's asking, can I stay in Kayakalpa for more time?
If I had more time, I would stay. I have some other responsibilities, but yeah.
Yeah. So the life is all about like how you receive the things which is coming next to you, and rather than reacting, how you respond to the things around. And it is just like going with the flow. It is not like you cannot think that, oh, I will plan everything or I will take the charge of everything. Not at all possible. Everything is already decided. We are just like the actors who are like just doing our that role play, where we are just talking to the sentences which is given by the script writer. There is some higher energies which are already deciding, that is in the background, where the director is there, script writer is there, screenplay is already decided, and we are all the actors where we just play our roles, play our characters, what is given to us in this lifetime. And in the next game, again, it may be a different role for me. Not always the same role. Some in the drama I may be playing the role of the princess, and another drama I may be playing the role of some servant or something else. It is just like the way you sit in front of that theater where you are watching the movie. You know everything. That movie is, it is just a movie. You know everything, that it is written, scripted, shooted, everything. But you still cry. Why? You still get angry. Why? Or you still react to those things. Why? In spite of knowing all these things, it is just a drama, it is scripted. But still you react to those things. In the life also, it is the same way. We all know that it is just a scripted drama, this life from birth to death. It is just like the scripted drama from the universe. But still, in this lifetime, we are so much involved in our characters that we forget to think or remember that in the backstage we are all friends. In the on stage there may be enemies, the hero and the villain, they are fighting to each other. But in the backstage, and nowadays you can relate to the thing that backstage they are doing the reels together and putting it in the Insta. Like, like backstage Rama and the Ravana, they are together. Outside on the stage they are fighting. In the same way, whatever the problems or the discomfort what we are facing with any person or any such situation in this life, that is just like for that character and for that screen. And once you go back to again in the backstage, we are all friends again. We are all together again. So we don't have any emotions, even the love or the hatredness. It is not permanent. It is just for that particular scene. For that particular scene, director had told you to pour out the love and you show that. And next scene, they will tell you to give, he will give you some other script, he will do the same. That's it. Other than that, you cannot say that, oh, I am the director, I will take charge of everything. No, then you look foolish to the people. You are just an actor and you do your duty. Whatever is given to you, you fulfill that role as a daughter or as a daughter-in-law, as a wife or as a mother. Whatever the role is given to you in this moment, you just try to be the best in that. That's it, you can plan. More than that, nothing is in our hand, nothing is in our control. Right?
Absolutely. So he took Kayakalpa. We are very happy about that. He cooperated well. So every day morning I am going for Kayakalpa to see how he is. So he responded well. He finished the treatment. It's challenging actually with the dark. So you should go to the bathroom, toilet, take the food. It's not easy. So for first 1 week or 10 days it's challenging. So where it is, you should search. Okay. Here is my food. Okay, here is the cloth. Here is the bathroom. So not easy. For that strong mental support is required. Mentally you should prepare for Kayakalpa. Then only definitely you can get the best possible result. Not only for the psychological problem, physical problem, skin problem, to rejuvenate the body, regenerate each and every cells of the body. Kayakalpa is wonderful treatment. How the baby will grow inside the mother's womb In the same way, body will rejuvenate. This is the benefit of Kayakalpa.
If I remember correctly, in the old books, they say that Kayakalpa is really only for like wealthy kings or wise sages. Basically, like to be able to have the time, the energy, and the finances, because back then it was so much more expensive to be able to do. You were either a yogi who was having another yogi do it for you, a Vaidya or something, or you were a king who was having all of his servants do this. And so to have it be available in this day and age is a real blessing. I'm really grateful.
Thank you.
Really grateful for it.
And yeah, I'm really thankful to allow us to do these things on you, because nowadays it has become difficult to find the eligible person. There are so many people coming out with the willingness to go there, but most of the time we reject the cases like they are not eligible. After going inside, what happens in the Kayakalpa? If you're not prepared well, you are just directly jump into the Kayakalpa, then there are chances that you end up in the severe the psychological issues, the problems may happen. There are the dangerous things can happen with our body and with our mind. So we need to be very careful that we are eligible for that. So you don't take the decision, let the doctor take the decision for you, whether I am eligible or not. So only the eligible people should go there, and because it is not the fancy thing. As the Sam told, it is like for those special people only. Like the way we have to become eligible first and then only plan for that. Because nowadays then it may start like, oh, 1 day dark room, 2 day dark room, 3 day dark room packages and all these things. But it is not something like that. It is not like some thrilling adventurous activities like skydiving. Oh, I want to try, I will do it.
That's what
It's
we
not
will
that.
do. First we will detoxify the body and regenerate the body. First we will prepare the body. After preparing the body, tell the patient to stay for 3 days first. This year you can stay for 3 days. Okay, you are comfortably finished this year. Next year you can practice for 5 days or 10 days. Okay, you finished comfortably this year. So coming year you can plan for 21 days, 30 days, 50 days. So gradually you can increase it. So suddenly don't try for 50 days or 60 days.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Like you say, at times, I mean, there was a period in this one, I don't know, maybe a week, where thoughts about suicide came up a lot. And not necessarily saying, oh, I want to go and find a way to kill myself, but the thought of suicide and of not existing and all of these things, they come up. And in years past, before I began practicing meditation and spiritual exploration and these things, I would have been very disturbed by that. I would have been very concerned, because I think many or all of us have some fear inside that I want to kill myself. And we repress that, we avoid it, we don't look at it because I'm afraid, do I really want to kill myself? And so I would have had all of these fears. But in there now, because of the preparation that I've done, with great gratitude, the blessings and the practice that I've received in these years past, now I don't take those things seriously. So the thought comes up, okay, there's thought of suicide or there's thought of whatever. But I just observe it, and so it doesn't affect me. I don't get all wrapped up into it. If I hadn't been prepared and these things come up, then yeah, I don't know what could happen.
No, there are many people who is just carried away with their thoughts.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, then it will end up in the disaster.
Right.
Once you finish the Kayakalpa, you will leave all the things. Your anxiety, depression, frustration, everything will be left.
Because
Now you become active and fresh.
Right.
These are the benefit of Kayakalpa.
Fresh.
and even when you come in front of certain situations where you are like you will feel like that anxiety or the disturbance, but you learn to become an observer. You are just
Yes.
observe. Oh, I'm getting irritated. I'm getting
Exactly.
I'm getting this aggression, but you are not directly straight away jumping into the fight. You are observing yourself, and then you are deciding whether should I invest my energy into reacting this or not. Previously what used to happen, like whenever I'm angry, I'm just angry, I'll burst out, I'll shout, I'll scream.
Yes, exactly.
But now after Kayakalpa, I like, okay, if you tell me something, like if you tell me like I'm a doggy, I'm a
Yesterday, I had just come out of Kayakalpa, and I have a special adapter for the electrical. It costs $50 because it can use in all different countries. It's very difficult to find. It's a very rare one. And I was plugging something in, and it fell, and it broke, and it shattered. And I know it's not possible to find. You know, I need to find in US, maybe in Europe or something. And it shattered, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Well, it's made so well. I started looking at it. Oh, so good quality that they built this. So impressive. It's like, I was not that concerned.
There is the effect after Kayakalpa. Before it, you'll be frustrated.
Right, frustration.
After
Upset.
Kayakalpa,
What will I do? I need to find one at $50. I don't want to spend another $50. After last Kayakalpa, I went to Sri Lanka, and I went to a monastery in Sri Lanka. I stayed there for a month to just kind of rest and be in this. And I was visiting another monastery where there was a monk, a senior monk that I had met before. So I went to see him, and there were some younger monks there, one monk maybe mid-30s or something. And I'm talking with the senior monk, and this young monk comes over in his mid-30s, and he says, Bhante, he's speaking in Sri Lankan, so I don't understand. And the senior monk starts laughing. And he has said, like, Bhante, like, who is this man? Because his aura is so huge. Our aura is like this big, and his aura is like taking up the whole room. Like, who is this person? And I don't understand what he's saying. He starts laughing and telling me. And I cannot take any credit for that. It's just a practice.
that is the benefit what you got.
Yeah, that's possible with all these things. Even if someone comes and tells you like you're a fool, like in normally what we will, why are you calling me fool? Do you even know like who I am? Yeah? How dare to call me a fool? Like all these things. But now when someone comes and tell you you are a fool, then you will think, okay, this man is, if he is telling that I'm a fool, then definitely one thing is that he doesn't know who I am. That's why he is telling. Or the second thing, he knows that who am I, but he still want to disturb me or he want to irritate me. That's why he is telling me that I am a fool. Now it is in your control whether you want to invest energy for that fool or not. If you are wise enough, then you will say that yes, I am a fool, thank you. And you will just walk away with your duties and responsibilities. But if you are a real fool, then only you will go into the fight and you will say that why are you calling me a fool? Do you even know what and all the things I have done? I am such a great person, this and all these things. Then you actually become a fool because you are investing some energy just to prove that you are not a fool. That is not even necessary. You just be wise in your work and you just do your responsibilities, whatever it is there for you, and people will understand whether you are a fool or not. Otherwise, just for one random person, if you are investing so much of the energy, why are you wasting that energy? Is it really necessary or it is really useful for anyone? Nothing. It is simply discharge of that energy for no waste. It is not doing good for that person. It is not doing good for yourself. It is not doing good for anyone. So before investing, even a single rupee, you will think 10 times whether I should invest or not. But about energies, you are so generous and you are careless. Not generous, you are careless about your energy. You are spending just your energies anywhere, everywhere, just like that. No, don't be a fool, because energies are not like the money. Money can be generated. You can again earn your money. But for earning the energy, you have to work a lot. Lives together, you have to work. So don't waste your energy unnecessarily for any situation or for any stupid people. If you know that he is a stupid, just ignore and move on. Don't invest your energy. You can invest your money, but not energy. Because that is the toughest part to earn. You cannot earn like that way. It is not that easy to earn the energies.
Yeah, thankful to Yಗಳಲ
for guiding us. Yeah, here Sam is telling like we have given him the opportunities, but we are just like the actors who are following the guidelines of Brahmarshi Daivarata. Here every single thing runs with the blessings and guidance of the Brahmarshi Daivarata. Even while deciding the rasayana, what rasayana has to be given and all these things, it is not just the Dr. Patanjali. It is the guidance given by Brahmarshi Daivarata, what has to be planned and how it has to be given. So we are really truly grateful to Brahmarshi Daivarata for guiding us and for protecting Sam throughout all these days inside, and all the blessings from this enlightened being, Brahmarshi Daivarata. We are really grateful to his energies.
And we'll pray Lord Dhanvatari to give the success for everyone. Those who are staying here, taking treatment here, they took treatment here, and for the Kayakalpa, all the activities here. We'll pray Lord Dhanvatari and Lord Pashupati. This statue brought by Brahmarshi Daivarata from Nepal, and Shakti Devata, and Gomatas. There are around 85 to 90 Gomatas in our Goshala. We'll pray all of them
Should bless the whole universe. Because this universe must become a better place for living. It is possible only when all of us are healthy. Because only in an unhealthy body or unhealthy mind, all these aggressions, the problem, jealousy, depression, all the health issues will occur. So we want to see a healthy universe where we don't have to wait for the death to visit the heaven. We want to see the heaven here itself. This universe should become a better place with all the healthy individuals. All are healthy, all are satisfied, all are happy. Then it becomes like the second heaven. Yeah, we are in that mission, and thank you for joining us with Sam in this mission. And thank you for sharing your experience with our viewers, so that I'm sure it is more of like inspiring so many people. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
And
Namaste.
it's-